Why people aren't traveling to the USA anymore. Once the dream destination for millions, the United States of America is now witnessing a silent collapse in its tourism industry. From the bustling streets of New York to the sunlit beaches of California, the decline is visible and its effects are far-reaching. But why is it happening? Let us look at some of the reasons for this decline. Reason 1. The fall of a tourism giant. For decades, the USA held the crown of being one of the most visited countries in the world. Tourists poured in from Europe, Asia, South America, and Africa to witness the icons they had seen in movies. The Statue of Liberty, the Golden Gate Bridge, Walt Disney World, Hollywood, Las Vegas, and the Grand Canyon. In 2019 alone, 79.4 million international visitors traveled to the USA, contributing nearly $240 billion to its economy. Tourism supported over 9 million jobs, from hotel staff to Uber drivers to theme park entertainers. It was a vibrant ecosystem fueling local businesses and state economies. But then, it all started to change. Reason 2. Pandemic. The initial blow. When COVID-19 hit the world in early 2020, global tourism halted. The USA closed borders, imposed lockdowns, and suspended international flights. By the end of 2020, international tourist arrivals had fallen by 76% compared to 2019. Although this was a worldwide phenomenon, the USA's recovery lagged behind. Other major destinations such as France, Spain, and Thailand gradually revived their tourism with targeted policies, aggressive marketing, and improved visa facilitation. But America struggled. Reason 3. Stringent visa rules and delays. One of the biggest deterrents to travelers post-pandemic has been the strict and delayed visa process. In several countries like India, Brazil, and China, 3 major sources of tourists, people now wait more than 500 days for a simple visitor visa appointment. This means that even if travelers want to visit Disney World or the Grand Canyon for a family holiday, they cannot plan ahead. Weddings, academic conferences, trade shows, and dream vacations are getting canceled or rerouted to other countries with easier entry rules. Experts say these visa delays are partly due to lack of staffing in embassies and consulates, backlogs from COVID shutdowns, complex screening procedures post 9/11 and recent security concerns, no streamlined digital processing compared to countries like UAE or Singapore. Reason 4. Perception of safety and gun violence. Another major reason for the USA's tourism collapse is the rising global perception of unsafe environments. In Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, news headlines frequently show mass shootings in schools, malls, and public places, rising urban crime in cities like San Francisco, Chicago, and Philadelphia, unprovoked hate crimes against Asian and African tourists, aggressive encounters with law enforcement reported by international students and travelers. For example, a survey conducted in Japan in 2023 revealed that over 67% of Japanese respondents fear gun violence in the USA, making it a primary reason for avoiding American vacations despite their deep love for American culture, brands, and sports. Reason 5. High costs and inflation. The cost of traveling to the USA has skyrocketed. Hotels in New York and San Francisco cost up to 30 to 40% more than pre-pandemic rates due to inflation, labor shortages, and supply chain issues. A simple 2-week vacation for a family of 4 can cost upwards of $20,000, including flights, visas, accommodation, food, transport, insurance, and park tickets. For many middle-class families worldwide, it is no longer justifiable when the same amount can fund a Europe or Southeast Asia trip with better value and ease. Additionally, domestic flight cancellations and delays are frequent. Car rentals have doubled in price. Mandatory tipping culture is confusing and burdensome for many international tourists. Reason 6. Global competition. While the USA is seeing a decline, other countries are rapidly filling the tourism vacuum. France and Italy have simplified Schengen visa processes and promoted heritage tourism. Japan and South Korea attract Asian tourists with pop culture experiences and no visa policies for select countries. Dubai and UAE have become global hubs with seamless visa on arrival, luxury shopping, desert experiences, and cultural festivals. Even countries like Saudi Arabia, once closed to tourism, have launched aggressive campaigns inviting global tourists to explore their heritage and futuristic cities. Reason 7. Political climate and hostility perception. Under recent administrations, policies around travel bans, immigration restrictions, and unwelcoming rhetoric towards certain nationalities have impacted tourism sentiments. Many Muslims recall the 2017 travel ban, creating long-lasting distrust. Chinese tourists, once the fastest-growing group visiting America, now prefer Europe, Australia, or domestic tourism due to trade war tensions. Increased suspicion of Chinese nationals in American universities and businesses. Fear of being targeted or interrogated at entry. This erosion of brand USA friendliness is a critical psychological deterrent for travelers. Reason 8. Decline of urban tourism. Urban tourism, especially in San Francisco, New York, and Los Angeles, is witnessing severe crises. San Francisco has lost thousands of hotel rooms permanently. Major conferences like Oracle Open World have moved to Las Vegas, and iconic hotels like Hilton Union Square have been closed or sold off due to financial distress. Streets lined with tents of the homeless, open drug usage, aggressive panhandling, and rising petty crimes create a feeling of insecurity for tourists, deterring family visitors. Reason 9. Theme parks losing magic. Disneyland and Disney World, once magnets for international tourists, now face declining international footfall due to prices. Expensive ticket prices, over $150 per person per day. Confusing reservation systems. Overcrowded parks despite reduced foreign visitors. Perceived loss of classic Disney magic in pursuit of higher profits. Similarly, Universal Studios and SeaWorld report stagnant international ticket sales, with locals accounting for most of their revenue. Reason 10. Lack of national tourism strategy. Unlike countries with clear tourism boards and cohesive marketing strategies, the USA lacks a centralized federal tourism ministry. The U.S. Travel Association, an industry group, advocates for tourism-friendly policies but has limited enforcement power. State and city tourism boards compete rather than collaborate, leading to fragmented campaigns. In contrast, Visit Britain or Tourism Australia create cohesive national campaigns showcasing culture, cuisine, safety, and experiences. This vacuum in branding further deepens the USA's tourism crisis. Economic impact. The collapse of international tourism is costing America billions in lost revenue. Cities like Orlando, Las Vegas, New York, and Los Angeles heavily depend on tourism taxes, hotel occupancy, and related spending to fund public services. Hotels are laying off staff, restaurants are closing, souvenir shops stand deserted, Uber drivers complain of reduced airport rides, tour guides are switching careers. Even museums and Broadway theaters report declining international ticket sales. Can the USA bounce back? Experts believe it is possible to revive American tourism if the following steps are taken. Streamlining visa processes, drastically reducing wait times with digital automation, staff expansion, and targeted outreach to top tourist source countries. Improving safety perception, addressing gun violence through policy, and highlighting safer destinations and local safety measures in campaigns. National marketing campaigns, rebranding America as a friendly, diverse, and welcoming destination for families, solo travelers, and students. Competitive pricing strategies, offering discounted family vacation packages, theme park bundles, and city passes to increase affordability. Infrastructure improvement, enhancing airport experiences, local public transport, and sanitation in tourist hotspots. Cultural exchange programs, strengthening soft power through cultural diplomacy, student exchange, and international events. World order. The tourism landscape of the world is changing. Where once the American dream drew millions, now global travelers seek ease, safety, cultural diversity, and affordability. For the USA, this collapse is a wake-up call. Its tourism was built not only on its natural and man-made wonders, but also on its branding as a land of freedom, hope, and happiness. Without restoring that brand and solving structural barriers, the deserted streets of its tourist districts may soon become the silent echoes of lost opportunities. The world has many beautiful places to visit. The United States was once at the top of that list. Will it regain its place? Or will these empty streets remain a testament to how quickly a dream destination can become a forgotten chapter in the travel diaries of the world?